Renè Descartes was a 17th century philosopher who believed in logic and reason, despite having fellow philosophers who back up their arguments with God. This was how he came up with his first book, called Regulae ad Directionem Ingenea, which translated as Rules for the Direction of the Mind. He believed the problems in the world exists because of us, because of confusion, bad reasoning, and bad definition. Examples like war and racism exists because of false beliefs which are all caused by bad reasoning. Descartes wanted to enable our minds for the task of thinking, into being more reasonable. He proposed a method to solve questions that we sometimes ask ourselves. Questions like, what is love? And what is the meaning of life? Sometimes we are often too overwhelmed by these questions, but Descartes said we can solve key questions that we ask deep within ourselves by dividing it into smaller parts. He called this the method of doubts. Every problem are not big if they aren't composed of small parts which make them up. Just like how our phones will not work without the small important parts. Later in 1649, he finished another work called Les Passions de l'âme, which translates to Passions of the Soul. This book contained classifications of passions that one might feel. He also put descriptions of causes and effects and purpose. He then followed it up with another section in the book called The Discipline of Virtue, where he classified 6 fundamental passions: wonder, love, hatred, desire, joy, and sadness. But for us, it counts like beer, food, money, or fill in the blanks. Descartes believed by understanding our passions and how it can affect our lives and behavior can lead to one's success in living and enjoying a virtuous life. But these were not why he was famous for. He came up with the phrase, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Put it this way, I think, therefore I exist. The answer is in the phrase. One cannot wonder whether he or she exists if one doesn't exist. Complicated still? It means, if you're thinking, that means you're not dead. Yet. P.S. This rule doesn't apply to animals. Descartes left us with his great teachings, that all the more confuses people. But that is why he made his books, in order to pique our curiosity, not just about ourselves, but also about life.